Most people open ChatGPT, type one random question, get an average answer, and decide that's all it can do. But ChatGPT can help you organize your week, prepare for a job, plan a trip, build a side hustle, manage a budget, create content, and actually understand AI if you know these 7 things first. You don't need to be technical. You don't need a perfect prompt, but you do need to know how to work with it. Here are the 7 skills I wish every beginner learned first. Quick note before we start, everything in this video works on ChatGPT's completely free plan. And if you want to go beyond this video and learn ChatGPT step by step, with practice exercises and downloadable guides, I've built a free, beginner-friendly ChatGPT Academy at BrainTrain AI Academy. Links in the description. Okay, skill 1. Here's the single biggest mistake beginners make. They treat ChatGPT like a search engine. Short question in, average answer out, and they think that's the tool's ceiling. But ChatGPT isn't a search engine. It's closer to a very capable assistant on their first day working for you. Smart, endlessly patient, and it knows absolutely nothing about your life. Watch what that means. Say your week is overwhelming you. The week approach. Help me plan my week. You'll get a generic productivity lecture. Wake up early, make a list. Thanks. Now the better approach. Help me plan my week. I work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30. My daughter has practice Tuesday and Thursday at 6. I need to fit in groceries, a dentist appointment Wednesday at 2, and 3 30-minute workouts. Evenings after 8:30 are off limits. That's family time. Build me a realistic schedule that doesn't overload any single day. Same tool. But now it knows your hours, your commitments, your priorities, and your limits. So it builds a schedule for your week, not a fantasy week. It'll even spot the thing you missed, like the workout that can't happen on practice days. 30 seconds of context, 10 times the usefulness. Context in, quality out. That's the whole game, and every other skill builds on it. Skill 2, tell ChatGPT who to be. By default, ChatGPT answers as a helpful generalist, the average of everything. But you can hand it a perspective, and the answer changes completely. Say you're applying for jobs. The week approach. Is my resume good? You'll get polite, generic encouragement. Nice, useless. The better approach. Act as the hiring manager for this exact job posting. I'm pasting it below. You have 30 seconds per resume and 50 on your desk. Review mine. Tell me what stands out, what you'd skip, and the one change that would matter most for this role. Now, it's not being nice to you, it's doing a job. You'll get the 30-second skim test, the buzzwords that aren't landing, the experience you buried on page 2 that should be your first bullet. And this works for everything, not just resumes. Explain this lease like a landlord would read it, then like a tenant's advocate would. React to my craft fair booth idea like a picky first-time customer. The role sets the standard your answer gets held to. One sentence at the start of your message. Who should be answering this? Skill 3, don't just describe the task. Describe the result you want to be holding when it's done. Most people tell ChatGPT what to do, then get frustrated when the output is the wrong shape. A wall of paragraphs when they needed something they could actually use. Say you're trying to get a handle on the family finances. Week approach. Help me with my budget. You'll get an essay about budgeting philosophy. You didn't need a lecture, you needed your numbers organized. Better approach. Here's our monthly take-home pay and everything we spend money on. I'm listing it all below. Organize this into a monthly household budget as a table. Category, monthly limit, and actual spending. Add a savings goal row, then flag the 3 categories where we're most over as bullets underneath. Paste in your real numbers, and out comes a budget table you can print and stick on the fridge. To be clear, ChatGPT isn't a financial advisor, and this isn't investment advice. It's doing something simpler and honestly more useful for most families. Taking the numbers you already have and organizing them so you can finally see them. That's the test for every request. Could you use the output the moment it appears? If not, you didn't describe the finish line. As a table, as a checklist, under 100 words, 3 options, 1 sentence, say it every time. Skill 4 might be the one that separates beginners from everyone else. The first answer is not the answer. It's a first draft. Beginners get an okay response, sigh, and either settle for it or start a brand new chat with rephrased magic words. Both are wrong. ChatGPT remembers everything in the conversation, so you don't start over, you steer. Say you want to start a YouTube channel about something you love, your hobby, your trade, the thing you'd happily talk about for free. You ask for 10 video ideas for it. The list comes back, fine, generic. Here's the skill. Don't accept it, don't restart. Reply. Number 4 is the strongest. Give me 5 title options for it that create curiosity without clickbait. Better. Keep title 2. Now outline the video, the hook, 3 main beats, and an ending that leads into the next video. In 3 messages, you went from a generic list to a developed concept with a title and an outline. And every step got smarter because each follow-up builds on everything before it. And here's my favorite move in all of ChatGPT. Ask it, what questions do you have that would make this better? And it will literally tell you what it's missing. Follow up, don't start over. The pros aren't better at first prompts. They're better at second messages. Skill 5 is where ChatGPT stops being a novelty and starts being a tool you genuinely miss. Stop thinking in single questions and start thinking in workflows. One real goal, broken into steps in one conversation. A one-off question is, give me side hustle ideas. A workflow is actually working the problem, start to finish. Step 1, here are my skills, my schedule, and how much time I really have. Suggest 5 realistic side hustle ideas and what each takes to start. Step 2, pick one, say weekend pet sitting. Who exactly is my customer and what do they actually care about? Step 3, define my starter offer. What's included, what's not. Step 4, walk me through how to think about pricing and the trade-offs. Step 5, give me a simple 2-week launch plan as a checklist. 30 minutes, 1 conversation. And because it's one conversation, ChatGPT carries everything forward. Your skills, your schedule, your chosen idea, your customer. So every step is sharper than the last. Now, will the side hustle make money? That part's on you and your effort. But you walked in with a vague itch and walked out with a plan you can actually start this weekend. That's the difference. Planning a move, organizing an event, learning a new skill, anything with more than one step works this way. The tool doesn't just answer questions. It works through things with you. This is honestly where most people's eyes open. And it's exactly what the ChatGPT Academy is built around. Real workflows for planning, research, content, and more, with practice exercises that use your actual life. If that sounds useful, it's free, and the link's in the description. 2 skills left, and the next one matters more than all the others combined. Skill 6 is the guardrail. Know when to double check. Here's the uncomfortable truth every experienced user knows. ChatGPT can be wrong, and it will be wrong confidently. And nowhere is that clearer than travel planning. ChatGPT is brilliant at the structure of a trip. Plan 5 days in San Diego for 2 adults and a 7-year-old who loves animals. Pace it slow, build in nap time, and give me a preliminary budget as a table. The itinerary logic, the day-by-day flow, the budget categories, excellent. That's the green lane. Organizing, structuring, planning with what you gave it. Go fast. But the specific facts inside that plan, airfare prices, hotel rates, what time the zoo opens, whether that ferry still runs on Sundays, those change constantly, and ChatGPT may state last year's answer with total confidence. That's the yellow lane. Prices, hours, availability, rules, anything with a date or a dollar sign. Verify before you book. Real example. The itinerary looks perfect, except the museum it's scheduled for Monday is closed on Mondays. You catch it in 90 seconds because you knew which lane you were in. The rule that keeps you safe forever, and it never expires. ChatGPT drafts, you decide. It brings the speed and the structure. You bring the judgment and the final call. Never outsource the deciding. Last skill, and it's the one that makes the other 6 permanent. Practice on your real life, not test questions. Most people try ChatGPT the way you'd poke at a demo. Write a poem about my cat. Tell me a fun fact. Then they close the tab, and a week later they've retained nothing because none of it was theirs. The better approach? Pick one real thing from your actual week and run it through the skills you just learned. The week that's overwhelming you, give it context. The job you want, assign the role. The budget you've been avoiding, describe the finish line. The video idea, the side hustle, the trip, follow up, work the steps, verify what matters. That's when it clicks. Because the result isn't a party trick, it's your actual life, a little more handled than it was yesterday. And here's the honest version of the bigger picture. No hype. Nobody's handing out money for watching AI videos. But these skills compound. People use exactly what you just learned to stay organized, land interviews, run their households, grow channels, launch side projects, and over time, some build services and products on top of these skills. It starts the same way for everyone. One real task this week, done better than last week. So, the 7 things to learn before you really start ChatGPT. 1. Give it context. It's a brilliant assistant that knows nothing about your life. 2. Assign a role. Tell it who should be answering. 3. Describe the finish line. Name the format you want. 4. The first answer is a first draft. Follow up. Don't start over. 5. Think in workflows. One goal, step by step, one conversation. 6. ChatGPT drafts. You decide. Verify what matters. 7. Practice on your real life, because that's the only place skills stick. If this clicked for you, here's your next step. I've built a free ChatGPT Academy at BrainTrain AI Academy. It takes what you learned today and turns it into a structured path. Guided lessons, hands-on exercises built around your real life, downloadable prompt packs and checklists, and it goes all the way from your first conversation to workflows, projects, and automation. You can start with Module 1 today. The link is right there in the description. Go give ChatGPT some context. I'll see you in the Academy.